right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Tuesday, the 20th of October. Getting ready for a busy week here. We've got an event tonight at Casa d'Angelo, Rita. Wow, one of the cult wines of Tuscany. Should be fantastic. I'll give you a full report in the What I Drank Yesterday part of the email coming up. We've got an event every night this week, leading up to our big Symphony of the Americas event on Friday night. The Antinori family is going to be honored this year as our featured vintners. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it to the show. You know, they're being honored the same night in New York City by the Wine Spectator. So Alessia Antinori will be here, but a week from tonight on the 27th. And that's right, we're going to host a dinner with her, with our featured chef this year, Angelo Elio at Casa d'Angelo in Fort Lauderdale. So kind of part of the whole Wines of the World Symphony of the Americas event. It's only a few days later. We couldn't get her here for the event, but we got our local guy, Eric, who will be accepting the award for them. And then for those of you who want to meet Alessia Antinori, come to our dinner on the 27th. These guys have got an incredible lineup of wines. Of course, we're going to be serving Solaya, their top wine, well, their most expensive wine. A lot of people consider that their top wine, but the one they're most famous for is Tignanello. We'll be pouring this at the event. The very first Super Tuscan, Piero Antinori, even though his family's been in the business for 600 years, he is a trailblazer. And when in 1971, the consortium, the DOC, decided they weren't going to grant him Chianti Classico status for his wine from the Tignanello vineyard, he said, I don't need you guys. I'm Piero Antinori. We're going to create the Super Tuscan category, and ever since then, man, this has been a craze that has gone nuts here. Anything that's non-DOC or DOCG, they've labeled Super Tuscan. This from Tuscany. And this just meant they were grape varietals in the wine that didn't meet the requirements for the governing body. They said Cabernet Merlot, these are foreign varietals. And back then, you had to use Malvasia Trebbiano. You had to use white grapes in Chianti. He said, how can I make a great red wine with white grapes? So he really was the guy that broke the rules and started this new trend. And now today, well, they've changed the rules. You're allowed to add Cabernet and Merlot to Chianti. Probably one of the most confusing places in the world, Italy, in terms of the wine regulations. They've just created a new Gran Selezione category for Chianti, which, if things were not confusing enough, we've got a new wine coming out. I don't know if Antinori's got one, but they definitely qualify. These guys have got estate vineyards. They have got, the ability to age the wine a little longer, which some of the requirements to me are just a little ridiculous about this Gran Selezione. But then you still have this Tignanello, which a Super Tuscan wine, Cabernet Sauvignon, Sangiovese, Cabernet Franc, some Bordeaux varietals thrown in there. I think they even threw Syrah in there one year, but the blend has changed a little bit over the years, but basically the same wine. And like I said, we're not showing that tonight, but we've got Guado al Tasso, which is from Bulgari, where Sassicaia and Ornellaia are. And then we've also got the Brunello di Montalcino, Pian del Vin, made for the first time in 1995. The Antinori family's got wineries all over Italy. This should be an incredible night. Like I said, the menu looks spectacular, and we have one of the first families of Italian wine. Alessia Antinori will be here, Casa d'Angelo actually, on the 27th. So check it out. And we've listed for you everything that we've got in stock from the Antinori family. And of course, some great stuff in the What I Drank Yesterday part of the email. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.